Hey everybody, it's Tim Van Orden, and I am back in the States after almost a month in Europe. And I am standing on the precipice of a new chapter. And there's a lot in front of me right now. So where do I begin? Well, let's start by saying that on the second to last day of my time in Sweden, I crashed on roller skis and I broke my thumb pretty badly. And I go in Monday to see an orthopedic surgeon. I may need screws, we'll see. Either way, I'm going to be in a cast for 6 weeks. And I'm left-handed. So it is rather interesting to just get through an ordinary day using a hand that is not dominant. Tying shoes, brushing teeth, putting on pants, finding a jacket that will fit over this club hand because it was 28 degrees Fahrenheit here this morning. And I went out with shorts and a t-shirt because I couldn't put a jacket on and I was struggling to get pants on. So it's an interesting beginning. But what I really wanted to talk about today was what beginnings look like and why the Zen concept of a beginner's mind is so important in this moment for me and possibly for you. I was making a great deal of what I will call progress in regards to my roller skiing, ski fitness in general, and my upper body strength, moving higher and higher in my ability to crank out pull-ups with just ridiculous strength, throwing myself way above the bar. And that was exciting. That felt good. And I just loved going over to my pull-up bar here and in Sweden and knocking them out whenever I could. And now suddenly, that guy that was getting stronger and stronger, he can't do pull-ups. He can't do dips, which is another exercise that I've really embraced of late and was getting stronger there as well. I can't do any of this. So my identity in the midst of a life narrative, which has progress and sliding backward and failure and success and all those fun things, my identity, the character in the story of my life, it is like, oh crap, I'm going to lose 6 weeks of progress at a minimum. And this is terrifying if I remain firmly inhabited in that identity lens. If I see myself truly as that guy, that's who I am. That story, those actions, that progress, measuring one time against another and keeping track of how things change, all of that, if I am married to it, I will suffer. I'll be disappointed, I'll be frustrated, I will not know what to do. So when I caught myself desperately trying to find a way to engage with my polling machine, I know I can't do pull-ups, although I was trying to do pull-ups and dips in Sweden after I broke my thumb. I didn't go to the doctor yet. I didn't have this on. And it hurt, but, there's always a way through the pain. So I was trying to do pull-ups with just my fingers, and I was successful, but I could feel the strain on my thumb, and I wasn't sure if it was a good idea. It wasn't. But I didn't want to lose that progress. And now back here, I'm trying to invent all these different ways that I can continue to use my forearms to engage my polling machine without my hands. So I went out and I created some contraptions that allow me to use the machine with my forearms as the force point. But I can still feel the bones. If I put pressure here, this bone ends up here, and it's going to put pressure on bones in here, and I can feel my thumb feeling some of that force. So I may have to not do anything for my upper body for 6 weeks. And when I came to that conclusion today, it was like, oh, that's going to hurt. but only if I identify with the guy making progress. Only if I identify with the guy that was getting really good at pull-ups and getting really good at roller skiing. The guy that wanted to see what I'm made of this Sunday at a roller ski race up Whiteface Mountain in New York and Lake Placid, where they held the 1980 Winter Olympic downhill events. There's a road to the top, and I was going to roller ski up the road. Can't do that. Can't see where I'm at. Can't see the result of all this training I've been doing. And I have to let that guy go. And I have to be here. And I have to allow myself to be a beginner. I have to allow myself to not have a story right now, to not have a trajectory, to not have the need to remain that guy. And to see what this guy right here, this undefined guy, this guy at the beginning who doesn't know yet, I've got to get really comfortable being him. And I've got to look at things with curiosity rather than look at things with longing, like, oh, I can't wait until I can do that again. I can't wait till I can be me again. I can't wait to get that progress back and own it and claim it and define myself through that lens. So my job right now is to be here in this moment, in this local place, in this time, and to see what's available and to look at it with curiosity, to look at it as a beginner, not somebody without skill, but as a beginner. A beginner is someone that's at step one and like, ooh, what is step one going to be like? This is awesome. I'm on a new journey. That's beginner's mind. Rather than, I'm clueless, I don't know what's going on, I don't know where I'm going, I don't recognize myself, I don't recognize the world. Just relax, breathe in the moment, see what's available, get curious about it, smile at it, invite it in, and see what happens. See who you become. I don't know, we'll see. All right, I'll see you soon.